Alright guys, so we are back with a tan. As you can see, I needed some sun, I got what I needed, and we are back in action finally after a bit of a hiatus. Today in hand we have a shoe that dropped within the last month of the year of 2023. We already went over the shoe in the other colorway, but today we have the Powerpuff Girls Nike SB in the Bubbles colorway right here in hand. You guys already saw my video on these right here, the Blossoms. We also have the Buttercups that we have yet to review. I'm gonna do that in just a little bit, but I figured I would do these Bubbles colorway first. For those of you guys who don't know what the Powerpuff Girls are, I'm just gonna reinstate that they are basically a television show that was on Cartoon Network back in the day, early 2000s type thing. And the professor or the dad mixed together sugar, spice, and everything nice, and ended up making the three Powerpuff Girls, which were Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. This shoe right here represents the Bubbles character, and it has the same colors as the Bubbles character. That's basically how they all are. Blossom representing the Blossom character, etc. So, before we jump into the shoe itself, I'm going to jump into the box. These did release via Shock Drop. These and the Buttercups were actually both a sneaker scratch, which is basically when you scratch the picture and get access to the shoe. Unfortunately, I missed both of those. The only one I was able to hit was the Blossom colorway, which was a sneakers app draw, which was probably the hardest one to hit. So that was ironic to say the least, but let's jump into the box. So I got these from StockX. You got Nike SB on the top, same old, regular 2023 box for SBs. This is the size tag. These came from overseas, that's why they have that barcode, so don't be perturbed by that. From what I've seen, the fakes of these are pretty bad actually, which is unusual for a hype shoe, but the materials that are used on these are really hard to fake. Unfortunately, I got a pretty bad box. This one is pretty damaged, but it's all good. I don't really mind. They do come with an extra pair of black laces, which I have seen in the shoe, and it does tone it down a lot. So if that's what you want, by all means. And you got the Cartoon Network logo and branding right here, as well as the wrapping paper, which does show sugar, spice, and everything nice. The three Powerpuff Girls. We're gonna put that box to the side and jump into what is my favorite out of the Nike SB Dunk Low Powerpuff. So the material that is on this shoe is kind of like a speckled canvas. It's canvas material with like a vinyl look to it, even though it doesn't feel like vinyl. It feels like canvas through and through, but it does look sparkly because the Bubbles theme on the shoe entails that there are bubbles on the actual shoe, so in the light you can see it does glisten. So you got a predominantly UNC baby blue upper. It's not exactly UNC, but it's kind of similar to UNC blue. Then we got the secondary color, which is yellow, and yellow and blue historically have always looked really good together, so it's a great mesh of colors. And the yellow is not too overpowering, it's just on the swoosh as well as the laces too. So that's a really cool color scheme. On the back we got the blue eye, which represents Bubbles' eye in the actual show itself. And then we got like kind of like a half smiley face, which basically represents the mood of the Bubbles character. The other two are a smiley face on Blossom and a frowny face on Buttercup. So this Bubbles character is not quite as nice as the Blossom everything nice colorway, but it's not quite as mean as the Buttercup character, which is the meanest of all. So you got Nike SB Bubbles rather on the tongue right here, in white. As you can see, these are a little bit stained up already because I did wear the hell out of them in the last week. On the insole, you got the Mojo Jojo insoles, which are pretty dang cool. They are different on every single shoe. So the other two colorways have different ones, albeit only slightly. The medial side, you got a very similar thing going on. And then, yeah, yellow laces coming in the shoe. On the inside of the tongue, you got Sugar, which is the Bubbles character in the Powerpuff Girls series. I really want you guys to fully see this material for what it is, because this is the best material that is on any of the shoes. I'm going to grab the other ones actually real quick, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. So, on the green one right here, the Buttercup, you got a shiny leather, almost like a patent leather, but it does feel slightly different. I would say it's a bit softer than a regular patent leather. So that is the green one. As you can see, it's shinier and not as detailed as the blue. And then the pink one is like a rough suede. So as you can see up close right there, up close and personal, this is like a very hard, stiff suede. That's the way I would describe this pink one. So overall, this blue one, the Bubbles colorway, is definitely the best feeling material of the three. As you can tell, it does flex to the touch a lot more. That's also because I wear these a bit more than the other one. But overall, that is how I would explain the shoe, and it's a very, very good material. On the bottom, I don't know if I mentioned this, you got a clear and yellow outsole, kind of like an icy blue. This will get dirty pretty quick. As you can see, it's already pretty dirty, but I don't really mind that because it's just an outsole, and shoes are really meant to be worn at the end of the day. I'm not too much of a stickler for like keeping shoes super clean. This pink one I wore once, so it's still pretty clean. The green one I haven't broken out at all. So that is how the outsole would look DS and without any wear on it. But you can definitely tell that these are going to be the most comfortable of all because of that material. They're still not a comfortable shoe, but with some break-in, they actually will probably mold to your foot the best of the three. In terms of sizing goes, as far as sizing goes, go up a half a size in these for sure. Nike SBs always fit half a size tight, so if you're a size 10, go to a 10 and a half, something like that. Whatever you want to go up half a size. So yeah, with that being said, I'm probably going to end it off here. What I will say is, if I saw these in hand before I made my sneaker of the year video, these would be my sneaker of the year. The pink ones, I only put them second because I feel like the contrast is just way better on the Bubbles pair. Even though I got this pair for retail, I would still say that the Bubbles is the better one of the three. And then the green for me would be a distant third, just because I don't really think this looks all that great. It's still a nice shoe, but I think it's easily the worst one, just because of like how unwearable it is. But I'll definitely have to find an outfit to throw together for it. But for now, I will be beating crap out of my Bubbles Nike SBs. And yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. Thanks for watching. Take care. More to come. And I'll see you all later. Peace.